What's up, XRP family? Thank you for joining the video for today. And we have a lot to talk about because we have Gary Gensler losing hell on the internet because of his statements and also the things that he's saying. We were having hope as a XRP community for Gary Gensler because we thought this guy is a bit knowledgeable on cryptocurrencies, but it seems that he's just the same. He's just another clown. He's just another guy who wants to have a good position at the SEC. So he's talking about having clarity and other stuff while there is no clarity at all. But let's actually take a look at what is the things that he is saying. So before we dig in the video, guys, I would really appreciate if you subscribe and put on the notification button so you will be updated every time I have a new video, which is daily. So thank you for joining. Let's dig in and let's see what Gary Gensler has to say about crypto. So here we have on his official tweet, if crypto is going to be widely adopted. So they say that if it's going to be widely adopted, they already acknowledge the state of crypto is huge. Okay, that's the first thing that I noticed on this tweet. It needs some rules of the road and cop on the beat to enforce them. To be clear, I am technology neutral. What I'm not neutral about is investor protection. So let's take a look what he's saying in this video actually.
Hi, this is Gary Gensler and welcome back to Office Hours. What does the SEC have to do with crypto? And why is the chair of the SEC talking about crypto? Now, technology's come along decade after decade, but those that have a chance to thrive, grow, come within a public policy framework. To be clear, I think that the SEC should be technology neutral. But one thing we're not neutral on is investor protection. Our agency, the SEC, has had rules for decades to protect people when companies want to raise money from them, or when we as investors buy and sell securities on an exchange like the New York Stock Exchange. But you see, crypto trading platforms, crypto lending platforms don't have the same level of investor protection that you've come to expect buying and selling stocks on a stock exchange or investing in a mutual fund or a 401k. In the years since Bitcoin was started, literally thousands of other tokens have been launched, many of which traded on platforms may well be securities under our laws. That means if the platforms and certain of the tokens don't register with the SEC, they're non-compliant with the important federal protections in our laws. So I've asked staff of the SEC to use all of our authorities anywhere we can to uncover any wrongdoing. Our authorities aren't enough. I've also recommended to Congress for them to consider filling those gaps with the goal of investor protection. To those currently or considering investing in crypto, please remember, not only are they a highly speculative asset class, but there are also significant gaps in the investor protection afforded to you. I think that moving forward, promoting investor protection is not only good for you and for anyone who would consider investing in these assets. I think that it's the only real viable path forward for this nascent technology. See, at the heart of finance is trust, and trust rests on investor protection. And so that's what the SEC has to do with crypto.
So they claim that they really give a shit about you guys while they don't, because he says it's about investor protection and stuff like that, but still they go after XRP, Ripple, which is a very legitimate company seeking clarity for a very, very long time. Instead of going after things like XRP, they should go after things like SafeMoon or things that are very dangerous for investors, because they want to protect you. But that's exactly what they're not doing, guys. This is just about control. This is just about giving that regulatory clarity for XRP, because it is going to be implemented as a currency, as a reserve currency. They need regulation for it, and Ripple is going to be an example. That's why they call it the Ripple test. So here we have translation. We will continue to say there is clarity while we don't give you any pick winners and losers. Let's take a look what he's saying in this video, guys.
Focusing on the part of the Howey test that says a small group of people put this together.
So well, it's basically an anticipation of profits on the efforts of the sponsor or others, so forth. And it depends on the facts and circumstances, but that is the story of a lot of these circumstances. So by that definition, would you draw a different line? Because Ethereum, of course, is backed by a small group of people. So I'm not, good try. You can try a third and fourth time, but I'm not going to go into any one token. Absolutely. Gubir Graywall would tell me I shouldn't. He's our wonderful new head of enforcement. So makes a lot of sense. I'll just disappoint the 100+ people who've asked this question in different ways. But I wouldn't want to disappoint Gubir. Yeah. So
He's clearly dodging the question on Ethereum here, guys, because we know that they say that Ethereum is not a security and it's always like that it's already given clarity while there is no clarity in this space. So you can clearly see, guys, there is something going on in the SEC. It's just a clown show. It's very public now. Everyone knows it. We are looking closely at this market structure, says Gary Gensler on dark pools. Many of retail public orders are not going to lit markets, but are going to internalizers, going to wholesalers who are taking the retail public trades. Let's take a look.
A whole new generation of investors going on TikTok, going on Reddit, going on all sorts of other places, promoting either a cryptocurrency or promoting a stock. Where does the SEC see their role in that conversation?
I think it's the same it's been for decades. It's trying to foster good debate and dialogue, just like on this program here, about investing, and the retail engagement is positive, but also to guard against fraud and manipulation, and whether that's from big actors, big hedge funds in the markets, or not, and also to promote transparency. We are taking a real close look at market structure. And I recently started, engaging on Twitter, and to some of those Twitter followers that are writing about dark pools, we are looking very closely at this market structure that so many of our orders, retail public orders, are not going to the lit markets, but are going to internalizers, going to wholesalers who are taking the retail public's trades rather than sending them to the stock exchanges.
So this is actually talking about the meme coins and all these stuff, because this is something that has to be regulated. I fully agree with that. But why are they going after XRP, a legit company with a real use case? So I don't really understand. Here we have Brett Garlinghouse saying, in 2018, Bill Hinman said ETH isn't a security and Jake Layton agreed. But just weeks ago, Hinman filed a sworn affidavit in court saying in the SEC still has not taken any position or expressed a view on ETH status. So how is the market supposed to have clarity? Now, what is weird with this tweet, guys? Shouldn't we all be looking at the deposition that happened with Hinman? Because he was being deposed because of this, because of his speech. But nothing came out. And even Brett Garlinghouse made a weird tweet. He's right, but it's weird because we had a deposition. Where is the talk about this deposition? No one is talking about it. And that's the weird thing that's going on here, guys. And it may be that behind the scenes they are already have an agreement or have some kind of reached a space where actually XRP is gonna be a digital asset. But they will not show it to the public yet. It needs time. So this is a possible scenario of what's going on, because I can't think of anything else. They are clearly dodging everything that has been going on. Here we have another one. With all respect, Chairman Gensler, you can laugh just like Clayton, but investors, industry, and even your own commissioners have been begging for more clarity. It is the SEC's job to provide exactly that. If your policy was clear, you wouldn't need to hide behind individual opinion.
And Michael, with all respect, we've been awfully clear on a bunch of this stuff. So I'm pushing back a little bit, with all respect, and is that I think that Jay Clayton was pretty clear 4 years ago, or no, 3.5 years ago. I think 75 cases in this area, and you can go to the SEC website and see them. have been clear. I think the Dow report in 2017, the Munchie order late in 2017, and Michael with our...
See, he's just like going back to stuff that already happened, but this is a very different thing. We're talking about XRP, a cryptocurrency. We're not talking about any other stuff that has happened before, because this is something like nothing else. So you can clearly see that he's really hiding behind something that's going on. And that's what we're here to talk about. So here I have a very interesting video back in 2018. If there was any clarity, why is this woman that was working with Ripple making the following statement? Let's take a look.
Let me bring us back to the regulatory side of the house. And I talked about how there was this huge euphoria about digital assets, and then the terror, because if you've worked for a government as I have and as you have, one of the things that determines your sovereignty is your own currency. And so I think countries are all struggling with how do we regulate the space. And I know from my time at Ripple that we've been going around for years essentially begging people to regulate us and to regulate this space sensibly. Let me bring us...
Clearly, guys, very clearly, they were going around begging to be regulated. And that is why you can see that Brett Garlinghouse is not even worried about this case. But still, it's weird. They're not talking about the deposition. They're not talking about anything. I think there has to be some kind of agreement following up. And we will hear an announcement very soon. 250 million XRP transferred in one move to Bitstamp while XRP holds above 70 cents. A single lump of 250 million XRP tokens has been moved to Bitstamp from an anonymous cryptocurrency wallet while Ripple keeps sending XRP to Huobi. So the only reason for this can be that they are waiting for a relist and that they are waiting till there is some kind of announcement so that they can relist XRP again. That's the only thing that this can be, guys. These are huge numbers of XRP. Over the past 15 hours, the Whale Alert team has spotted a 250 million XRP stash sent to the Bitstamp crypto trading venue with its headquarters in Luxembourg. The transaction was made by an anonymous sender. However, the details provided by XRP Analytics service BitHump show that the massive amount of crypto was transferred by the Uphold exchange. Ripple keeps sending millions of XRP to Huobi. So why would they do that, guys? Because they know that a settlement is very, very close. Now, what I see happening is that it's just gonna be a digital asset. That's what they're gonna say about XRP. And that's that. That is what will happen very, very soon. Ripple partner Volante Technologies introduces Volante Experience, payments as a service onboarding. So look at this, guys. Volante is literally a governmental institution. It is helping with faster payments, and it's a Ripple client. Look at this. With Volante, solution organizations can benefit from faster and lower risk integration to the Ripple payment and settlement network impact on existing payment applications minimized with Volante's pre-configured Ripple integration. You can look up Volante. It's a government institution of America, and they are using RippleNet. So here you can see the global leader in cloud payments and financial messaging solutions has announced the launch of the Volante Experience, its latest payment as service customer experience offering. The new financial institutions are eager to provide their customers with market-leading payment services. Very clear. SEC versus Ripple. Judge grants request for Binance documents. Why is it critical for Ripple? So, Brett Garlinghouse has filed a motion to obtain international discovery, and now it has been granted. The judge says you can go outside of the USA to Binance. You can get these documents to show that there has been transactions outside of the USA. Why is this relevant? Well, let's see. The most recent development in Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit has come in defendant's favor. Brett Garlinghouse motion to obtain international discovery, Binance documents from the Cayman Islands has been granted by the court. Critical for Ripple. The defendant's counsel elaborated in its motion to obtain plea that the documents would provide proof that SEC's lawsuit against Ripple's XRP sales is invalid under Section 5 of the Securities Act of 1933. So here you can see, according to SEC's claims, Garlinghouse sold 357 million units of XRP on worldwide digital asset trading platforms like Binance to investors all over the world and violated Section 5. However, the act only applies to domestic sales and offers of securities, contradictory to SEC's claims of global violation. Therefore, SEC can only charge Ripple offering services in the US, while the majority of overwhelming sales, according to the SEC, were in foreign lands. So now, if Brett Garlinghouse can show that these payments were outside, it will be a very different thing. And that is what's going on right now. So we have to wait what the judge is going to say about this. Mr. Garlinghouse sales XRP were overwhelmingly made on digital asset trading platforms outside of the United States. The discovery that Mr. Garlinghouse seeks will be relevant to demonstrating that the offers and sales that the SEC challenges did not occur in this country and are not subject to the law that the SEC has invoked in this case. So SEC will not have jurisdiction over that. This is a very relevant thing. It can bring us to a settlement because it will show that Brett Garlinghouse did not violate the law. Binance to bring Bitcoin payments to Shopify via new partnership. You can see that crypto is really taking over, guys. The new integration will allow users and merchants to pay and accept payments using 40 supported cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, ETH in 18 countries. This is huge, guys. E-commerce is a very big sector. SEC versus Ripple, XRP is not subject to SEC on their pending bill, said attorney Chen Fu Hogan. This would mean XRP is a digital asset. This is what I was talking about, guys. And subject to regulation by CFTC and not the SEC. Large parts of the SEC lawsuit would then become moot, according to attorney Chen Fu Hogan. So this is something that we have to think about. SEC faces a brutal Ripple reckoning with federal judge granting Brett Garlinghouse request for Binance documents. So you can see that they really hurt the SEC with this one. If they can find anything that will say that Brett Garlinghouse did not violate the law, we will be winning. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. I hope you have a great day. See you in the next one. Cheers.